Welcome to No Strings Attached Street Ministry. Welcome to the prayer van. This is a shout out video, and hopefully to see if I can raise what I need to finish putting the prayer van back on the road. I've been doing a rebuild and has basically ran out of money. So Lord tells me if I ever need something to make my needs be known, then He'll provide. So this is for all my angels out there that's helped me along the way. A few things that you can do to possibly help me get back out on the road. First thing is I'm definitely needing some tires. They're getting bald, so I go through tires pretty hot and heavy. I need brakes on the front, brake pads. Everything else has been replaced already, but it seems like I go through pads quite regularly for some reason. The build inside, I went to go hook up my battery bank, and got it all wired up and hooked up together, started the AC up on there, and see, got my charger and everything hooked up in my inverter. This is just basically a regular sine wave inverter, or a modified, I think they call it, and it has actually burned out on me, or I think there's something wrong with this, because the problem is every time my air conditioner starts up, or my microwave, something that pulls any kind of power at all on there, it starts screaming, and it actually will start smoking, and won't even start it up. So I tested the voltage on it, and I'm only pulling out of the inverter. I'm pulling 101 volts, which should be 120 volts. So it's definitely a low voltage situation. And I checked all the connections, the batteries, everything is nice. You've seen how I built the battery bank. I mean, it's not that I'm low on wiring or anything like that. I've definitely got more than enough wire to do what I need to, to handle the load. But the thing is, it's not melting from the wires, it's melting from the inside of the machine itself. So I think it's on its last leg. That's why I replaced the batteries. The batteries were 9 years old, so I figured it was just tired batteries. But never even thought about the voltage being, low. But I did get a donation for the batteries, so I went on and just replaced and rebuilt the battery bank. And there's a video on here for that. You can see how I put it together. But I'm almost there, guys. I just need a few odds and ends things just to sort of help me finish it up, so I can get on the road. But I figured I would just do a shout out and let you know what what all's happening out here. And if you all would like to, I know I've got of course, there's a lot of things that I would desire. Those are two things that are definitely needed. There's tires, brakes, and my inverter. Those are the things there that's almost a have to have for me in my situation anyway. To get back out on the road, to make it bearable to live in. Of course, I would love to put solar on there. I would love to have like a 300 watt or a 200 watt or 300 watt solar system, small solar system, you know, with one of them MPPT controllers and all that. That would be really nice. You know, it would save on the fuel for the generator. But that's part of a wish list, you could say. Anything that anyone would want to help along with, that would definitely be possible, you know, and greatly appreciated and thankful. Let you know what's going on with, well, it's sort of my fault that I'm a little low on money. I mean, I acquired 2 cars this last month, and spent money putting them together. They were a little bit in worse shape than what I thought they were originally, but they were donated to my ministry, and I had to put them on the road. I had to put brakes on one, a front rotor on a front wheel drive on the Oldsmobile. Had to do some electrical work. The start packs, I think they call them, you know, the ignition pack modules. They had to be replaced, and the new spark plugs and wires. The other car needed brakes, brake pads on the front of that, and it had a fuel pump issue. Had to replace the fuel pump, and the ignition switch itself was replaced, and that was on a Jetta. So, you know, but hey, they've got 2 new homes, so 2 families in need now have transportation to get back and forth to work, thank goodness, and hopefully that's going to help those 2 families out and get them back on the road. But I was able to do those and keep those. You know, I try to do it all myself, guys, I really do, but sometimes it gets to a point to where I just financially can't afford to continue going half the time. I try to run my ministry on pretty much pennies. I mean, everything that I get, beg, borrow, steal, whatever I have to do to get it, I try to use that, you know, to help others. So if there's any possible way that you can feel from your heart to help out, feel free to do so. If you want to send me something, you can always get me through PayPal using my email address, which was on the very beginning of the video. That's the mygodsaveme2 at comcast.net. You can find me through PayPal. My name is James Daniel, and that's you can confirm it with my email address. I do have a PayPal account. You can send it to my house, or send gifts if you want to just buy something and send it to me. You can do that way. Address at the house is 2496 DeVore, that's DEVORE Street, Northport, Florida 34291. And you know, I can get it that way. There's my mailing address. But anything that you all would like to help or, you know, support the ministry in any way, cash is always great. Frees me up and allows me to do everything. Like I said, anything and everything that you would offer to this ministry here is 100% goes to help, you know, the homeless and families that are in desperate need, and also people that are lost on their own streets. I'm a life coach. I drive around. I talk to people that have a lot of problems and a lot of definite, you know, situations in their life that's broken them, and I try to do everything I can to pick them up and to give them encouragement. I have a lot of good wisdom that I pass along the way, and seen a lot of things and a lot of changes throughout my life, you know, with these people. So there's a lot of good things that's coming out of the ministry. But hey, thanks for your support and your help. I love you. Y'all, we'll catch you soon. Goodbye. Yes, the inverter that's needed is a 2500 watt pure sine wave inverter. That's the one that's going to be required to actually do what I need to do. But I do appreciate you guys. You can, like I said, if you want to go to Amazon, you can just buy it and send it straight to me through my address there. Anything that you can give, I don't know. I don't even go on Amazon. I know my daughter uses Amazon. Maybe I'll get her to try to help me set up an account there. Maybe they have like a wish list or something that I can fill out and put all the little things. I need one of the continuous solenoid, the solenoid that goes from the battery, you know, to the bank. That one that I had on there had I'd broken the power supply off of it, so I'm gonna have to replace that. And I think it's like $14, $15 or something like that. So I'll definitely need one of those, but it has to be the continuous 12 volt continuous, I think it's 150 amp or 200 amp continuous solenoid. So that's something that's needed there. I need new windshield wipers for sure. That's another a good one. That's something that I go through quite often. And gas. My gosh, if you can give gas cards, I don't care. Any gas cards would be great. If you have a gas truck sitting around full of gas, or a big old giant gas tank that's full of gas that I can tow around with me behind me, that would be awesome as well. Seem like gas is always the biggest thing that always holds me back. It's like, whew, it's just, you know, because I'm a go-getter, man. I'll just keep right on going until I run out of gas. So definitely little gas cards, you know, to racetrack or, you know, to Pilot or whatever, you know, Shell, I don't care who they are. They're all over the country, so, you know, any of those would definitely be coming handy. It takes me almost $80 right now to fill the van up today at the gas prices today. So, and it gets me a whopping 282 miles, I think it is, per tank. So it's this thing doesn't get very good gas mileage for sure. So definitely gas is always you know, welcomed and desperately needed in this ministry. But hey, thanks for watching. Anything else along the way? I mean, I burnt my little propane cooker up, you know, the little stove thing. It's 5 years old as well, but I mean, I can try to find one of those somewhere. I think one of my buddies has got one I can borrow if I absolutely have to. But yeah, just little things here and there. Just anything that you think that I could use, you know, to put it in better shape and get me along this journey. I know I'd like to find some kind of a refrigeration unit that I could actually freeze. I've been looking at one of those chest refrigerator freezers, the one that uses the Danfoss compressors. Can't remember what the names of them are right off the bat, but they're pretty nice to have. You know, it'd be nice to have that to be able to where I can buy groceries and actually stock them for a few days. But most of the time I just shop from day to day. You know, it's just as easy for me to do that. I've got a gym membership coming up. You know, I'm going to have to renew that. That averages out to about $20 a month, you know, through Planet Fitness. And then, of course, November and also April is always the worst months of the prayer van anyway. That's when I have the big payment come in. And that's when I come in with for my auto insurance, you know, for the insurance to keep it going. That's $631, I think it is, for 6 months. So that's a big hefty bill that I have to pay too. But now these are the basic needs that the prayer van is always in need for. And I know it. I definitely try my best to keep out on the road and do what you can to possibly help a little bit. I mean, hey guys, even $1, $5, anything, everything adds up, and everything will definitely help. And I would definitely appreciate your love and support. I've been at this ministry for going on 17 years. Yeah, 17 years. Wow. It's been a while, but it's just became a very strong part of my lifestyle. And give the old man something to do, will you? I mean, keep me on the road. I mean, the wife's back to work. She's a school teacher, so I don't get to see her during the school year anyway. So it's time for me to get off my butt instead of just sitting at home doing nothing and staring at the walls. I mean, get me back out on the road so I can go love on other people. And, you know, the kids are all grown and they're doing their thing now. So I really, just an old man that don't have nothing left to get myself into trouble. You know what I mean? So, but I do everything I can to spread my faith and to spread my my love towards other people and throughout the community and across the United States. But God bless you guys. Thanks for stopping in and watching. Oh, and hey, thanks for the supporters. I mean, my goodness, my channel has grown so big, or what I think is big. I had 80 subscribers for like 15, 18 years, 17 years, something like that. And then all of a sudden, just in the last month or so, I've went almost to like 1,300 or something. And just crazy. I mean, literally crazy. But it really touches my heart that people are actually looking at my videos now and actually seeing them. And if you got any pointers on how to help the channel grow any more, please let me know. Pass the word around. Subscribe, share. Tell all your church family to subscribe to me and to watch the videos. I do have AdSense on there. Watch all the ads. I mean, when you watch the ads, I get a little bit, hopefully. I got my very first check from Google here just this last month, which was, it almost made me cry. I surely didn't think I would ever get to that point. Most I've ever made on that was like 4 pennies or something like 6 cents a month, you know. But I actually achieved my minimum goal and was able to, they actually sent me a check through direct deposit into my account just last week. So that was definitely a blessing in disguise. So maybe Google can start helping a little bit in this adventure too. But God bless you guys. I sure love you all. Stay careful out there and stay safe.